So, hey guys, today we're going to do a crazy deck building challenge. So, well, let's lay some ground rules, I suppose. So, I guess the important one, I suppose, would probably be, well, I mean, some of these will be changeable later. I guess I should explain the premise first. So, the idea is we're going to do a word chain with every single card we put into the deck. So, let's say we start with Hallow Hallow, right? Then the next card that I add into the deck has to start with an O. Pretty simple, you know? And then let's say that next card we add in here is I don't know, like I can't think of any cards with O off rip, but let's say Ogdoatic Strike, then this ends in E, and we'll go ahead and put in, I don't know, like Exciton, I guess. Evil Swarm, Exciton, Knight, and then so on and so forth until we have a full deck. So the main thing is, well, I guess, what cards are we going to start with? And how strong do we want to attempt to make the deck? And I guess there's not really going to be any battling or any dueling going on here in this video. That's not really going to be a thing. But yeah, that's the basic idea. So I guess if I do this again, I could probably just do a wheel or I don't know, like a card generator to kind of just randomly pick a card from the game of Yu-Gi-Oh! But honestly, my goal is just to have at least some semblance of a combo or playable deck. So yeah, let's start. So I think it's fair if we want to start with at least one somewhat good card. So let's start with Ash Blossom Joyous Spring. And I don't know if we want to allow for dupes or anything like that, because there are some cards that actually start with the same letter and end with the same letter. So technically I could, go from the same card to the same card. So I don't know if that should be a thing, So Ash Blossom is not one of those cards, but like if the card started with A, ended in A, like if there was a card named Ashia, for example, it starts with A, ends in A, so could I or should I be able to, well, pick that card multiple times? I mean, finding that card is also pretty cool. So I don't know, mixed feelings. But yeah, Ash Blossom, Joyous Spring. So from A to G, G. What starts with a G? That's a raid boss right there. Huh. If I use an extra deck piece, I don't necessarily need, like, this is a strategy, I guess, of, I wouldn't need to necessarily, um, I wouldn't necessarily need to use the card, so that if I find, like, a good bridge for a different card, that could be a strategy. So I was thinking about, like, Gaydirk here, but it's Dragoonity Knight Gaydirk. So that's also worth thinking about a little bit if we include the archetype name or not to start, because their names are a little bit different. So like this one's Barca, this one's Arma Leviton, Gizarm, but first word here is technically Dragoonity. So I mean, I guess at least for this video, we're just going to be a little bit of a stickler and just say we include the archetype name. So G, Golden Land Forever, I think, right? Isn't there a card like that? Yeah, Golden Land Forever. There's an exclamation point, so R. Do we want to take this? Because there's like an R here. What can we do with an R? So gotta watch out for C, and then that takes you to D. So if you find E, you could grab like the Golden Lord. And that would be just nice to have in general. Yeah, I can't think of anything good here. Golden Eyes Idol, Golden Homunculus, S, Snake Eye Poplar, R, Snake Eye Birch, H, Snake Eye Ash, H, Lamberge, E, E, Eldlick the Golden Lord, D, D, what can you do with a D here? Golden Bamboo Sword, D, Golden Clad Beast, Malong, G. So this is one of those cards I mentioned before. So technically, this starts with G, ends with G. An odd one, but should I be able to just throw 3 Malong in my deck because I landed on G? Very weird to think about, right? Kaiser Glider, the Golden Sword Soul, Emperor of Fortune, Divine Golden Shadow Dragon, Drag Luxion. That's a D card right there. Golden Flying Fish, Golden Hair. This is going to take a while. This is probably the hardest deck building challenge I've ever done. Golden Allure Queen, N. N. What starts with N? Nouvelle? And then that takes you to E. E is like probably a decent letter, honestly. But I can't think of a single good like Nouvelle card. And even if I did go to Nouvelle, I'm not sure if there's like a card that ends in E. So let's just real quickly check that, I guess. Nouvelle's recipe book resets the Novelle's Z. Zephyr Nui. Reset the poison fish recipe. So I guess for this one, this is a translation. So you'd either use fish recipe or reset de poisson. So N, I guess, but it's French, so it's like confusing. Would it be legal if I just changed my language so the cards are spelled differently? Like that's whack to think about. Angry Burger, Neville's Restaurant at Table. Let's see. Anything else that starts with an N here? Not really. I have no idea what this means. This is different. This one doesn't look like a translation. Wow. This is rough. But honestly, Novelle's Restaurant is actually a decent card, but we need rituals to really make it work, so we should avoid Novella either way. So if we just search gold, maybe that'll show more things. Ooh, gold sarcophagus, actually. Oh yeah, that's really good. Just in general. Goaded card, actually. Oh, Gold Pride. I forgot about Gold Pride. Better luck next time. E. I'll click the Golden Lord. D. So for S, what do we want for S? Wait. Droll and Lock Bird. If you ever land on D, you'd be able to max out on Droll because it starts with D, ends with D, right? And then you just need to throw another D card in the chain. So that's a thing. S. Once we get like a theme kind of going, I think it'll speed up a lot. Hopefully. hopefully. S. I mean, the obvious idea would be to go Snake Eye, right? If we go Snake Eye, though, what can we go? Like Snake Eye Ash? S, H, N, H, R, N, Sinful Spoils. We could grab that while we're here, actually. Maybe. Deception of the Sinful Spoils. Azamina. That'd be hard to get. Wanted. Seeker of Sinful Spoils. That puts a wretched things a little bit here. Is there a better S kind of like archetype or something like that? I mean, I'm pretty happy with Gold Sark, but yeah, this is insanely rough. S. I guess I could search it up. It doesn't really matter. Let's see. Yu-Gi-Oh! Archetypes list. And then we'll go to S, I guess, real quick. Let's see. Spirit Gem, Spirit Message, Spiritual Beast, S-Force, Saber, Salamandra, Salamangreat, Sangan, Scareclaw. Scareclaw is not bad, honestly. Spiral? That sounds like really hard. Starving Venomy, Starving Venom. Are those like different types? Shiranui, Silent Swordsman, Simorg, Sinful Spoils, 6 Samurai, 6 Strike, Skill Attack, Skull Guardian, Sunvine, Sun Avalon, Sub Terror, Super Quantum, Super Heavy Samurai, Sky Striker. I guess S has like an okay amount of archetypes. I kind of just don't want anything to do with S, honestly. So Scareclaw, that sounds pretty good. Scareclaw, Tryheart, but T. What am I supposed to do for T? Scareclaw, Kashtira. This is good based off of just the letters, right? But like as a card by itself, it's like terrible. I would have to get to S again. I don't know how many cards end with S. Scareclaw, Balone. I could use that to bridge back to like Eldlick, probably. Eldlick is probably pretty safe if I can get there. R. Scareclaw, Defanging. Scareclaw, Lightheart, T. Trade in, N. Wait, T. Tier of Look. Man. Rhino Heart. Oh, Rhino Heart would be like triple. So I now realize if I don't start dropping triples like this, we're going to take forever to be able to do any form of deck building. So yeah, I'm going to, for this video at least, maybe until I get better at this, we're going to allow for back-to-backs, I guess, right? So Tearlament Reinhardt starts with T, ends with T. We can just put 3 in right away. And we're still only at 5 cards. We have like, we're about 10% done deck building. It's terrible. Okay. Tearlament's Furin. Telements Kashtira. Havness. S. Heartbeat. Still T. Wow, Telements is just broken. Okay. Telements Crime. We can use that to get Delblick if we want Meta Noise. We can also use that to get Delblick. Soliac. Hey. That sounds like a hellhole, kind of, but wait. Kashtira. Oh. Fenrir. Unicorn. No. Okay. Tilman Kikelos, S. Tilman Rukelos, S. Scream, M. Tilman's Kaleido Heart. All these cards are completely free to add. Wow. Okay. Tilman's Kashtira. Yeah, I might even turn this to unlimited because I'm suffering so hard. Primeval Planet Pearl Arena. Alright. That's not going to happen, is it? We have to somehow get to P for that. Telements Prolegia. Let's just go with Kikalos. And then we have like Scream here, but okay. So from Kikalos, we can go back to Scareclaw. And by abusing Scareclaw, boom, Scareclaw Tryhard. Back to Telement. Yeah, I'm cheesing this. What of it? Okay, Telement Havness, sure. And then we'll go back to Scareclaw. For this one, we have, honestly, if we want to do so, we can do a Light Heart. I don't think it's that useful, but this will like fill up my extra deck quite fast. So we have to be a little bit cautious of this, and we can only do this so many times realistically, right? Scareclaw, Kashtira, I don't want to pick this for sure, right? If we have to, we can go into Scareclaw Lightheart 3 times. But okay. Tearlint Rukelos. S. Force. Anything here for S Force? I don't think anything's like generically playable here. Justify. Why? You Bell? I guess. Maru. Razor. Tag. What else starts with S? Sky Striker, I guess. Probably don't want any other extra deck cards if we can help it. After Burners, S, you'd be able to shove 3 of those in your deck. Well, yeah, okay. Sky Striker, Mecha Hornet, Drones, S, again. How about this one? Mobilize, Engage, E. This starts with P. Sky Striker Ace Ray, E. Sky Striker Ace Camellia, A. Camellia's actually okay. I just need to find something worth going into, I guess. Widow Anchor, R. Area 0, O. O Oversoul. I don't know. Shark Cannon, N. Multi-roll. I don't think any of these will end in like a T, right? Sage of Wisdom, Himmel, Yade, Zeke. Those are all E. Is there a generic card I can play that starts with an S? That's actually useful, maybe? Let's see. We can go through my bookmarks real quick and see if there's any hand traps or anything. I have some hand traps. Who Effect Veiler starts with E. Ends in R. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit starts with G and ends in T. Oh, we could have grabbed one of these. That would have been nice, actually. U, B, G. Skilled Grand Magician, not useful. Eka. Back some more. Sky Scourge Invisible. L. Norlaris. That doesn't get you anywhere. Bad. Third Soul Supreme Sovereign Chang Ying. G. Can we go from G to T? How did we get here again? Golden Sarcophagus. Right? Gold Circ? Okay. Chang Ying, honestly, I like a lot. Can we make this though? We don't have any 7s. Unless we can get into Kashtira, which I think we might be able to do. We have to go from G if we do this. Honestly, this is taking so long. Yeah, we should just listen, right? And we just want to find ways into T as much as possible, really. So Gold Sark, though, is a one-of. If it weren't a one-of, we could play multiple. And Gold Sark's just okay. You know, it's not like the best, but it just has good letters for us here, incidentally. G, right? So maybe we can go like Golden Land Forever into something. Oh, G. Go Golem. The Golden Apples. Golden Rule. Golden Castle Stromberg. Anything else we can do here? Guardian of the Golden Land. D. What can we do with D here? If we were to take this, what could we do? Genuinely. I mean, the obvious word that comes to mind is like dragon something, you know? Dark something. Oh, maybe we could do something with Dark World. Possible. The idea with Dark World would mostly be with these guys. Rafa, Dragon Lord of Dark World. What is with this order, man? It's their name first and then Dark World after. That's actually so annoying. What? Rafa, Dragon Overlord of Dark World. Okay, so we're not going to do this. We're going to do this one instead. Grapha, Dragon Overlord of Dark World. So D again. We're still in kind of the same boat here. Dark World Punishment. T. What's this? Discard 1 Fiend monster. Dark World Archives. Gearsu. Oh. So we're on D right now? Oh. Gearsu would have just been a different option we could have done. Dark Corridor. Honestly, Dark Corridor is not even that bad. We have no way to make this, though. I guess that's like somewhat worth mentioning. Rainbow is an R. So we could do Dark Corridor and then Rainbow. And then that puts us at D again. How do we go from D to G? Well, since we're at D already, let's do maybe Dragoon? Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Oh, so that starts with R. I'll keep that in mind. I'm not sure if we can ever summon that really though. Dark Magician. I don't know, let's type in Dark Dragon and see if anything pops up. Like, it's kind of whatever, right? DDD starts with D, but none of those names end like in anything super good. So it would be just random bricks for the most part. So we want to avoid that if possible, I guess. Oh, Vanquished Soul is V. That's like impossible, right? Bone Arc Fiend, Soul Resonator, Vision Resonator. The Resonators aren't even that bad, honestly. But none of them start with D, right? Delingris. No, that's probably not useful for anything. The Bistral Lubellion. Bistral Magnemite, so that all of those are B. Triangle Dragon of the Dark Deep. That gets you to P. Wasn't there something good that starts with like P? There was something really good. Oh, right. I forgot. Now that we have D, we can go just Droll and Lockbird. So that's 2 Drolls. Easy. Okay. Still need something though. I don't know. Wait. Is R any good? I guess this is not going to be too bad, so we'll just go with Dark Grepher, I guess, right? As like a 1? Or wait. Right, I'm dumb. Danger. We should have some options here. Mothman, N. Bigfoot, T. Bigfoot. Genius. Back to Tearlament. Tearlament Kashtira. Soliak. Do we have anything else we need? Sheeran. Yeah, Sheeran's something we would definitely want. Scream. N. We want at least 1 Sheeran, right? Like, surely. And what was the name of that guy again? The foolish burial guy? That just sends like a dark monster? It's like a level 4 warrior. Let's find that real quick. It could be moderately useful. It's like okay. It's not going to be game changing, I don't think, but we'll try our best here. So for Dark Warrior, send. Oh, Armageddonite. Armageddonite also has a T. So if we find anything with an A, that was actually really good. So Sheeran, let's not do Sheeran then. Not yet. There was a Tearlament card that ended in A, right? I'm pretty sure. Tearlament's Kashira, easy. We grab that, and then we grab Armageddonite. That takes us back to T. So we can go Sheeran. Oh, right. Filters. Sheeran. Can't spell Sheeran. Okay. Tearlament. Tearlament's Sheeran. N. I legitimately cannot think of a single N card or just a card that starts with N. But I mean, there has to be something, right? Blackwing. Blingbird, Reborn Tengu. Oh, that's a R. That's a fun one. Destrudo starts with D, ends in N. Okay. We'll keep that in mind. Oh, right, there are extra deck cards too. But I can't think of anything that starts with N. If there's like a good N card, then I'm trolling. IP Masquerena. SP Little Knight. SP. Oh, I completely missed SP Little Knight. Because that bridges you back into tier limit. That's crazy. N. Unending Nightmare. Yeah. Trap of Darkness, All Disruption. Infinite Impermanence is I, right? N. Wait a second. Got it. Nibiru, the Primal Being. G. Grapha, Dragon Lord of Dark World. D. From here. Grapha. What? Honestly, we could just do Danger Bigfoot again. That'd be kinda lame. Is there anything else in D that we could use? I'm running out of extra deck space now that I'm noticing. So I just needed like much better bridges, I guess. We can go back to Danger, honestly. It's still not too bad. There's also Dark Greffer, so we have R. And what did we have for R? Rapid Trigger. Yeah, I can't think of anything. Danger, Ness E. Eldlick, I guess. Eldlick is a light monster, which I don't like very much, though. Suchi no Ko. O. Pogo Pogo. O. Jackalope E. Chupacabra A. Mothman. Alright, second Bigfoot. We'll use this with Bridge again. Back to tier. I'm better at this than I thought, honestly. Soliac. A. Peshtira. Oh. P. Pressured Planet Rates off. Oh. Primeval Planet Perlarino. Oh, that's why P was, like, fine. Kajira Rise Heart. T. Kajira Fenrir. R. Unicorn. N. N is, like... We could do Primal Being again. And then we just need to find something to bridge from G. But... yeah. Let's go with... like Fenrir, I guess, because Fenrir grab tier cash is good. That's about it, right? Fenrir R. Might as well. Could we do something with this? Red Eyes. Wait, what's the name of this card exactly? Red Eyes Dark Dragoon N. Do we even have a dragon in here? No, right? So Dragoon's like kind of a risk. But if we could find a way to summon it, it'd be cool, I guess. So N. Okay. Nova Kaiser, the Battling Boxer. Yeah, that would get us nowhere, right? S. No? K. King of the Swamp. Goes from A to P. That's actually not bad. but we have no way to get to King of Swamp at the moment. What was my last card again? Brain frying. Dragoon. N. Nibiru is actually not that bad. So, second Nibiru, right? I'm down. G cards, though. Now we're kind of stuck. We could do one of the golden cat cards, right? I think Guardian is fine. Right? Gravekeeper. Guardian Slime. Ooh, Guardian Slime. And that takes us to E. But is there anything even good in E? Gradle? Guardian of the Golden Land. E. How much of this video is just going to be me stuck in, like, G purgatory? Wow. Great. Oh, because I chose Ash Blossom first. Alright. Golden Lord. D. That's not great. If we were to grab Eldlick here. Right? Actually, no way, it's fine. Wasn't there extra deck version of this as well? What was it called? Hello? What was the name of this card actually, though? The Fusion. I have to look this up. Great. Metal Reflect Slime. Where's the related card for this? M. Reflect Slime. E. Where's the related card for this? Is there related cards? Like, the related cards don't show it. What's the name of this monster again? Man, this is so rough. Can't figure it out. Okay, so I know the level. So, Fusion. And I think it's probably an Aqua. Egyptian God Slime. So it goes from E to E. So we can go from Guardian Slime to Egyptian God Slime. And then now that we have this, we just have this, right? Which is not bad. I mean, we're taking a risk here a little bit. So with this, we can go to Eldlick, I guess. The Golden Lord. One Eldlick shouldn't hurt that bad. I don't think, right? We do have... Well, oh, we have no back row. It's all monsters. Oh, that's actually not good. D. Dragon. Seal. What was the name of this card again? We're struggling out here. Different dimension? Something? Normal trap. Dragon. Something. What's the name of this card actually? Rarity. Rarity's at the top. That's R. Keyword. Banish. Special summon. Ice Dragon's Prison. Well, it has the word dragon in it. That's all, right? Was there something? Oh wait, what wasn't there a specific card you played in Teal'c? What was it? It starts like with V because it mentions like visas. Probably. No, it's T again. Trivia Karma. That gets you to A. Awkward. So Golden Lord D. Where do we go from D here? I guess we'll use our trusty handy danger option to get us somewhere. Wait, what was the thing that bridges us to P? I think it shows because I think I highlighted it at some point. No, wait, we need to find S. And then, no, K. How did we get to K? It was Celiac, right? How can we get back to K? Going back to K would be crazy. A N O E. We'll abuse Bigfoot, I guess. There's no other way. We could throw in like 3 Thunderbird if we wanted here. That'd be okay for cycling through the deck, but I'm not that big a fan of Thunderbird, honestly. So let's just move it along. So Bigfoot number 3, we can go back to Teal'c. Teal'c actually just has really good letters for this. Absolutely busted. Grief F, Crime E, Manoise E, Religea A, Scream, Shirin back to N. How did we get out of N, Nibiru? G. How do we get to S? I want to get to S if possible, really. Right? Or is it K that I want to get to? I guess K is pretty good. If Teal'c, send 1. If you send a non-Teal'c monster to graveyard for the rest of this turn, you cannot activate cards or effects cards with the same name of that same card. Religea is like fine, honestly. We should probably play like the second Shirin, honestly, or like a Scream. But what do we do with the letter M? What do we do with the letter N? Figured out anything for that, right? M, N, F, Punk starts with P, but we have no way to get there. Okay, we're going to have to take like a dumb bridge. I don't think I can keep finding good bridges. There's a limit. Also, we should just take the Shirin. Whatever. Try to plant T. So if we can go from P to T, that's kind of cracked, right? Maybe. Try to plant Starving Venom M. Well, if that's how it works, like no, it's just like Starving Venom straight up, right? Yeah. N. Is there like a good N trap I could just play that works with Eldlik, maybe? N. T. Transaction rollback. Transaction rollback. Wait, we're taking back the Shirin. I don't care about Shirin anymore. Transaction rollback. And then they're kind of good traps we could just kind of mill, maybe? Oh, there's also Fairy Tale Snow, actually. W. Was there something good in W? Yeah, there was. Oh. Transaction rollback, though. King of the Swamp is what we want here. So now we can make Dragoon and a few other things with this. Not bad. Key. P can actually get you to polymerization if you wanted. There was some P card I really wanted for some reason. T, Terrific Karma. What was the P card I really wanted? There was something. Polymerization and, you know. What was the card again? Can't remember. I think I saw it. I must not have clicked on it then. Rough. Am I about to like pause the recording and go look at what I was looking at earlier? Thinking about it honestly. Primeval Planet Perlarine. Oh. If we went for that. Okay. But we'll do it this way then. Cards that start with E in Yu-Gi-Oh! Sure. This has a long card list. Let's see. Is there something very important? I can't remember what it was. Was it like a hand trap or something? Every Performapal, like all the punk cards, Casey's, Pacifist, Packet Link, Packet Swap, 100. What? There's just a list. I could have been using this the whole time. Principug, Princess Pikiru, Fire of the Ice Barrier. Procession of the T-Jar, Prisman, Prohibition, Prohibit Snake. The Sidra Possessal, Pot of Greed, Pot of Generosity. Eten. Psychic Arsenal. Psyframe Lord Zeta, Omega, Lambda, Gamma, Epsilon. Yeah, okay, Psyframes. Phantom Knights. Rank Kids. Psychic Path. Pulling the String. Ulao, Psychokinesis, Predoplant. Oh, Predoplant's fine, but I don't know if that's what I was actually looking at earlier. This is Heavy Pain. Pilgrim Reaper is fine. Prescience? Prescience. Present card. Oh, Pressured Planet Race Off. Ah, yeah, that's what I wanted. Pressured Planet Race Off. Right. And then that gives us like this guy. Yeah. H though. What about H? Good question. What about H? Heat Wave. H Heated Heart. Hare the Sword Makanko. Hackworm. Haggard Lizardos. E. Aelin the Time Lord. D. Ajun. I have counter. R. Half or Nothing. Half Shut. Half Unbreak. Halfway to Forever. Hallow the Spirit of Tricks. That would take us to S. Heavy Slump. That actually takes us back to P. If we go unlimited, then we could go Perlarino from Heavy Slump here. So we get Raitsoth, Heavy Slump, and then Perlarino. That would be a crack line. But I guess we'll at least stick to standard fan list. We're really struggling on main deck space, honestly. It's kind of sad. Horus. High Speed Roid. Hecka Hands. What is Hecka Hands? There's like a billion Hecka Hands cards. Is this a new archetype or something? Yes? Okay, whatever. I5 the Sky. A True Nade. Hibernation Dragon. Hidden Armory. Wasn't there something like okay that starts with Y? Oh, Yubel, right? Yeah. Heraldic Beast. I forgot those existed, honestly. Heraldic Beast, Basilisk, ends in K. Unicorn, N-E-E-E-N-E. Amphisbaena, A. Aber Conway, Y. Herald of the Arclight, T. Herald of the Arclight it is. Then that takes us to T. And then Tillman. Back to T. Tillman's Grief. Fairy Tail Snow. W. Watuna. Waboku. Wake Up Centurion. Waking the Dragon. Waking the Dragon. N is like a struggle for me, so I don't want to go back to N. If possible. War Rock. Wanted Seeker of Sinful Spoils. S. Whale of a Tale. Wheel of Prophecy. Wheel Synchron. Where art thou? You. Wonky Quartet. Oh wait, Wonky Quartet's actually okay. Wonky Quartet. Back to Tealman. T. Tealman's Scream? But then what M monster do we have here? For Legia. Do we want to finally get out here? E. What would we do with E? Elixir. Oh, that's actually not bad. I guess we can just search Elblick, right? And then this will bring up everything. First Elben starts with C, ends in D, and then I don't know where you're supposed to go from there, honestly. Scarlet Sanguine, Black Awakening, G, E. E, so we're still here. Not bad. Haquero. Oh. Conquistador. C, G, T, E, F, E. Okay, I guess. So we can just get an Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine for free, or we can go all three. You know what? I just want to get this over with at this point. So, probably going to go for until I fill up the extra deck, probably. This doesn't really get me anywhere, right? Elixir of the Black Awakening. G. I'm really abusing this search function right here. G Golem Crystal Heart. GB Hunter. Gachi Gantetsu. Gadget Arms. Gadget Box. Genix. Gladiator Beast. Grapha. Grand Sulfur Cord. Grand Marge. Grand Tusk, Grand Soil, Grand Ram, Grandpa Demeto, Grand Master of the Six Samurai. Wait, G. Oh. G. Dude, I'm just so dumb today. Guardian of the Golden Land. Yeah, sure. D. Dark Ruler, no more. E. Do we want Dark Ruler? Forbidden Droplet is D. Dark Sacrifice, D Chain, D. A billion of these cards. DD Crow. W. W scares me. I don't want to go to W. Double Wild, Double Triple, Double Iris Magician, Double Evolution Field, Diabolos, King of the Abyss. Diamond Dire Wolf. Dice Dungeon. Dark World Feelings S. I guess we can go back to S. I don't mind that too much, I guess. Can't think of anything to do here, so yeah. Let's grab a copy of Dealing, maybe. Should we? No, probably not, actually. Wait, that's Dealing. Dark World Corridor R. Dark Lord. Yeah, that's probably not useful. Dimension cards. Dimension Fusion. Dimension Distortion. Dvorak, King of Heavy Industry. Draco Tail. I don't think that's useful, honestly. Dino. Dino Mist. Dark Tellarknight Battle Lamius. What? Dawn Angel Kimby. Dawn Knight T. Sure. At this point I'm fine with like a Garnet. Right. Dawn Knight. Tier limit. Sheeran. N. We'll figure something out from here. I guess we could keep abusing dangers, but I do want at some point to have some, like, what do you call it? Some guys in the main that are like traps, because I'm running Outlick, I guess. So, Shurin, N, we can actually go Nash Knight, and then that gets us back to T again, so we can go grab another tier limit card. Numbers, every single number is actually available with N, so that's actually better than I thought, right? So we can pull up with any number XYZ monster. Number XYZ. Just literally all these. Like number 4 is Stealth Kraken's game, I guess. Yeah, we should just grab Dugaris actually, right? Yeah, what else would we want aside from Dugaris, probably? Dugaris is just going to be solid. Or rank 4, right? Yeah. I'm down. Dugaris the Timeless. S again? Sure. Soul Hunter, Storm, Stormcaller, Storm Cipher, Storm Shooter, Straight Flush, Shark Caesar, Shattered Axe, Sidekick. Oh, SP Little Knight! Oh, I forgot. SP Little Knight. And now we can go from SP back to Telement. And we just round out whatever we have left, I guess. Aw. Grief. Just like weird. Honestly, we can just take Berlegia at this point, right? We're actually so damn bad. I'm down for Perlegia at this point, right? But we haven't taken Meta Noise. But that's fine, right? Because now we can go to Ash Blossom Joy Spring, I think. Do we do that? And then we're at G again. I would get us to Imperm. Just gotta remember that. Back to G. Gizmic is G. Goes in match. Goyo King. What letter do we want to end on actually? Like C, right? If we want to see Cursed Elblin, but Cursed Elblin's not actually that important, is it? Okay then. Whatever. If we get to K, that's also like nightmares, which are good, just in general. Honk is also C. Golden Land. Danger. We're just really speeding through at this point. Nessie. E. Well, we're really just trying to get out here at this point, I guess. Elixir of Black Awakening. That's a G. Is there a better E card that I can just grab? Am I missing something like really obvious with E? Evil Twin, Empress Judge, Empress Mantis, Elemental Hero, Earthbound, Energizing Elements, Endymion, Evil Swarm, Evil Soar. There's a lot of elemental heroes actually. Exo Sister, El Shadal. Like the Mad Golden Lord we can't make actually. Elixir of the Glorious Golden Land. I guess we can get that card. Sure. Yeah, I just didn't have this card, so it just didn't really come to mind, I guess. Golden Land, D. Wait, D. Destrudo. The Lost Dragon's Frisian. N. N. Let's look for an extra deck card and call it a day, right? Oh, right. Numbers. We can throw in any number monster, actually. That's a lot of monsters. Nightmare Penguin. Needle Ceiling. Needle Ceiling? Oh yeah, we have Transaction Rollback. I forgot about that. What was it called? Like, something to do with like 5 elements. Well, that was the art, I guess. Elemental Burst or something? Elemental Burst. Starts with E, ends in T. We could gotten that too. Oh, okay. Instead of Elixir of the Glorious Golden Land. Great. So N, that's where we were at, right? What did I say earlier? I think there was something that was good here. Naturia Horn Needle. No. Nettles. Nerva. The Patient. No. Heartland Draco. Galaxy Queen. Rook Champion Rongo Miniad. The Night. Gimmick Puppet of Leo. Dark Mist. Recluvion. Antitopian. Utopia. Dragonheart. Infection Buzz King. Neo Flamvel. Nephilibus? Neptibus. So if we get to E, we just take Elemental first, I guess, and then we call it probably. So ideally we want a bridge from E, or from N to E. Number S39, Utopia Prime. Number S39, Utopia the Lightning. Utopia. Galaxy Tomahawk, Manipulator of Souls, Sky Pegasus, Crumple Locos, Fortune Tune Shalllick. If we get to Z, like Z is insane, but isn't that just Zeus? Gossip Shadow, Shatterstream, Darkmire Demolition, Sky Prison, Heraldry Crest. How do we get to E from Telement Crime? So if we end in T, that's like not that bad. Node Ryzeal, Octavision Dragon. Null and Void, Nevermon Dragon, Silent Honor, Arc. Wait, wasn't K good, actually? Yeah, I guess it's like fine. Silent Honor, Arc, right? Number 101, Silent Honor Arc. And then from Kushtira, Unicorn, N, Riseheart, T, Ogre E, Exterior Ogre E, E, Elemental struggling, Elemental Burst, T, Tearlament again, T, Tearlament's Meta Noise, E. From E, we can actually go back to Elemental Burst, which is funny, but no, it's not that useful. Transaction rollback. Okay. Where do we go from here? I want probably one more card, I think, right? So our last card is what? So we went from Kashir Ogre E to Elemental Burst with a T. Then with T, we went for Meta Noise E. So we can put in another copy of Elixir the Glorious Golden Land, I guess. Sure. So, honestly, for a first try, I think that this isn't as bad. But, you know, technically, I did get into T enough times where I would have been able to shove in, like, Tearlament Rhinoheart, like, from a T card. Like, if we went from Elemental Burst to Tearlament's Rhinoheart, and then we can go into a different Tearlament. So, same end result. Oddly enough. And kind of same with Elixir of Scarlet Sanguine, actually. So it didn't impact things too much. If I were to do this under a time limit, I think I'd just be completely cooked. But yeah, I mean, we do have like a decent list. I forgot about some cards. If I tried harder to bridge to them, maybe it'd be easier, like Brand de Fleur. But yeah, we still ended up with a relatively okay list, considering the mass suffering I had to go through for this, but yeah, not bad. We ended up with a couple hand traps, which I'm happy about. Like, we have Drill and Leopard. We ended up in D quite a few times as well. We were hanging around the same letters. I was kind of trying to do that a little bit. And with Dragoon, we can actually make this now because I put in Destrudo, which I kind of forgot about the lack of dragons, which is why I initially didn't put in Dragoon, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. And yeah, it's been a long video. Long video. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.